Hey, how's it going this morning? How you guys doing? Oh man, all right. I gotta stay hidden here. All right, gotta keep the hood on. Shit, I don't want people to know what I really look like. Oh my god, it'd be horrible. Oh my god, that could be a hate crime right there if you were to see my ugly mug. Okay, look. We're going to talk about Dax Herrera, Dick Masterson, Sunday Funday, y'all. How's it going? Rant to chill. It doesn't really matter what we call these things. By the way, Kaiser has a pretty good YouTube channel. I'm liking the streams. The Nobody streams. They're pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, I want to talk about Dick Masterson, Dax Herrera, because it's been a while. It's been a minute. What is he still talking about? Is he still talking about Lolly? Is he still talking about how cartoon illustrations of 9-year-olds getting done by it's graphic stuff. I don't want to get into it. Is he still talking about how that's not a problem? Yeah, I mean, kind of, sort of. I mean, when you go down that path, you get branded. Okay, you become branded and tarred and feathered because of that stuff. All right, and yeah, he's still kind of talking about it, which is a shame. I used to like Dick Masterson. I used to like Dax Herrera. I used to be a fan of the Dick Show. Never paid any money for it, and it never really contributed that much. But I would listen to it all the time religiously. With my day job, I do a lot of driving. Hey, I have to drive around town, go out to the county, go out to other cities. Hey, when people want their space math, I have to hook them up, right? I have to go drive, look for the schools that the most degenerates, the most the troubled youth, I should say, and hooked them up with some space math. There you go, bam, boom. Okay, make my money. Well, be like, well, Mr. Deadman, that's wrong. You're poisoning the youth. Okay, I'll give you that. But one thing I'm not doing, I'm not enabling people who want to fuck the youth. Okay, that's Dax Herrera. That's Dick Masterson, and I can't co-sign that. I can't support that in any way, but that's just me. Some people still do. A lot of people still do because whatever, they see him as an alpha Chad when he is just not that at all. He's just a fucker, like on the internet with some persona, tried too hard in it, and it has consumed him. Hey, when I'm done with this whole silly thing, it's done. I don't take this on the outside. What? Dude, I'm just some guy on the internet. That's what I am. This is how it should be. Shit. It should definitely not let your personal life bleed out to the point to where, especially if your personal life is a train wreck. If you know anything about Dick Masterson's, Dax Herrera's personal life, you know it is a train wreck. The guy presents himself as an alpha male. He's mid-40s, late 40s. I don't know, man. He's like 40-year-old. He's 40s, 40. He's about 40. His girlfriend's about 40. Living girlfriend, lived in for years now. No ring in the future. Not gonna get married. Her eggs are gone, right? Withered away, decayed. Her baby factory is not working anymore. Not gonna be working. Good job, Dax. Good job. There's no kids in your future. There's no offspring to carry on your name. You are, as PPP said before, a genetic dead end. Good job on that one, man. Good job. Maybe you'd feel sorry about the girlfriend, living girlfriend, right? I mean, she probably wanted kids. Hell, she teaches. She's a teacher. I don't feel sorry for her because she's there, she's been there, and she's along for the ride. Dax Herrera, Dick Masterson at his crack shack of a mansion place, a Barbie dream house. He brings people to his house, questionable people like dope heads, drug heads, all sort of people that would just be like a waste of space, waste of time. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like pathetic lives over there. People would say, "Oh, what? You're against people who use drugs?" No, man. If you use drugs every now and then, that's one thing. But if it consumes your everyday existence, if that's your thing, No, man, like I don't have time for that, you know. The other thing is, dude, the other like the people who go to his house are about the man. I hate that just about every stream talking about Dax Herrera is gonna have like pedo stuff, lolly stuff, but you know, he attracts his people. He attracts like-minded people that are into that. Actually, no, it's really the opposite. See, those people came to him. They have those. So Dax Herrera has a lot of friends, close friends. If you want to call them friends, that are into lolly and pedo stuff. And one thing you'll learn here in the stream is that Dax will fit himself with whatever audience he has to appeal to them. He's not a Christian. He's an atheist. And we're gonna go into that. We're gonna talk about this. Unless he change, I don't think so. Because we're gonna look at here his personal blog back in like 2003. This is the Rampaging id blogspot. It's a blogspot blog. Okay. I gotta show you this. This is hilarious stuff. And Dax will get pissed about this. Because he's such a thin-skinned fucking pussy. That he, like, my thing, Dick, if you do hear this, I don't think you will, but if you do hear this, look, man, my thing about this is you can't make fun of others unless you're willing to make fun of yourself. I do believe that. I firmly believe in that. Like, yeah, you could dunk on others all day long, make fun of them, all this, profit off of making fun of Maddox and other people. Sure, fine, yeah, have your locale, have your cash cow on that, okay. But when it comes time to you, Dick, you need a hug box because you're very sensitive. You cannot take it. You cannot take it at all. You get very tearful. You get really hurt. Your ego gets hurt. And that's just it. It's not a judgment. I'm not saying. Well, I guess I did say you're a pussy. I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be nice about it, but it is what it is. Anyway, guys, how you guys doing in the chat? Say something in the chat. Tell me something interesting you find to be hilarious about Dick Masterson. Is it that Dick claims to be this alpha Chad in a Barbie dream mansion with is it his Juju the clown furry thing? That was a weird angle. I was not expecting that. When that information came out, I was like, oh God, Dax used to be a furry. He is a furry. He would dress up as a cow and be milked. I mean, like, what the fuck? What kind of drugs is this motherfucker on? What the hell, dude? Are you serious, bro? Okay, I mean, that's stuff that you would tear into Maddox about left and right. And those fans of the Dick Show, you know that's true, man. You know that's true. Look, I get maybe dressing up like that for a bit, maybe, but it wasn't for a bit. It was for sexual gratification. What am I talking about? This is true. This is all old news, though. Everything I'm talking about right here is old news. Just about everybody who does know already knows about this stuff. But let's read the blog post because this is pretty good stuff. First off, I gotta show you what 2003 Dax Herrera looks like. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny stuff here. Let's see. Let me go ahead and put it on the screen. Here we go. All right. Dax Herrera, the Hammer. He is the Hammer. Look at that. Look at that. He looks like a member of the A-Team. He looks like he wants to be a member of the A-Team. He was rejected, kicked out. He's like, call me the Hammer. I'm the Hammer. He's like, no, we're not having this. No, we don't want this. He wants to be hammered. I think the hammer is a metaphor for what he wants somebody else to do to him. You know. It's fucking funny, dude. Look at that. Is that a joke? Is that image? Is that picture like? Was there some funny thing that was going on there? Was he trying to be funny, kind of goofy? Is it a parody? Escaping me, bro. I just see some douchebag with a fucking hammer necklace. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Hey, press like right now if you think this image is pretty hilarious. Let's zoom in. Let's get a bigger look into this. Oh, we can take this off the screen here. There you go. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Oh, look at the hammer. You gotta fear the hammer now. Ooh. Hammer time. Okay. Does Dax even know how to use a hammer? Does he have even the bare basic of carpentry skills? I don't think so. All right, but let's talk about his blog post. Okay, this is on the Wayback Machine. It's beautiful, beautiful. Let's go ahead and put it on the screen here so that you know I'm not making this up. All right, put it on the screen. By the way, it's cool to be streaming. I'm glad the stream is working now. You know, I kind of like streaming just a little too much. I will definitely admit that. Where is it? I think it's this one. Okay. Wait, what was it? All right, there we go. All right, this is his blog post back at a long time ago. The Rampaging Id. That's not an abbreviation for identification. You Rube. Okay. All right, big brain. Dig Masterson. I was calling him Maddox, but Dig Masterson is gonna tell us about some stuff. All right, cool. Let's see. Saturday, May 31st, 2003. Oh, here we go. This one's going to be... this one's not going to be funny. Because sometimes I'm not funny, assholes. Just like sometimes McDonald's has shitty Diet Coke. It's rare, I know. But in the end, you still drink it. Even though it leaves a weird taste in your mouth. First off, what's this thing about McDonald's having really good Diet Coke? I don't understand that. Who gets Diet Coke at McDonald's? Why? I mean, I get that fountain drinks are better than sometimes. It depends on the how they combine the. You know, I don't want to get into that, but I just don't understand how they have really good Diet Coke. I mean, if I'm wanting a drink, I might just go to Sonic or whatever, and at least you can get stuff in it. You know, shit, and then I might keep a bottle of rum in my car. You know, and put that in there. Hey, I learned from my parents. Okay, it goes on. Actually, maybe it will be funny if I told a story about the time my sister hit me in the nuts with a tennis ball from like 5 feet away. 5 feet away? Oh, she is okay. Just bam, right there in his nuts, huh? Wow. While I was jumping at her. Oh, you were jumping. Dick Masterson was jumping on his sister, like jumping at her or jumping on her. I'm curious here. Was jumping at her, and then when I landed, I was too busy being consumed by unbelievable pain to properly work my legs, so I fell on my head in the driveway. I think he means fell on his face. I'm trying to... So he's jumping at his sister. His sister throws a tennis ball. It hits him in the nuts, and I get that would be painful, so he falls on his head? He means he falls on his face. That's what he's saying. You say fall on his head, I'm thinking like on top of his head, like weird cartoon character or some shit. Let's see. Let's see. Fell on my head in the driveway. That would probably be pretty or hilariously funny. Okay, okay. Why is he doing that? God, this thing's written weird. How about also the time my sister threw a steak bone at my face from, again, about 5 feet away? Why is his sister beating him up? Dax Herrera, what are you doing to your sister? Your sister wants to throw tennis balls at you because you try to jump her. Why are you jumping her, man? I don't know. All right, so he tries to jump his sister. I don't know, tries to mess with his sister. She defends herself with a tennis ball, but he doesn't want to do it. I guess he doesn't learn from that lesson. So then she throws a steak bone at his face. Oh my God. Let's see. Man, this is so teeny tiny too. How about also the time my sister threw a steak bone at my face, again, about 5 feet away. She's a real sick bastard, that Ashley. I'm just reading this. He just dropped her name. She's also a sick bastard who's going to UCLA on a softball scholarship. So his sister's a lesbian? A softball scholarship despite her various C's in math, which means that I was instantly knocked out when the steak bone hit me in the effing face. I mean, my kids are out there in the other room. I don't want to cuss so much. Jesus, I have standards. Come on, I might deal space meth out there at your kid's shitty school, but I'm not gonna. Come on. If I am up to date on the Dax Herrera lore, I think his sisters have actually got married or moving on, some have had kids, so they're making progress in life. They're progressing in the. If this was the game of life, they're winning. They're winning. Or Dax is losing, and they're going to lose. So all those C's in math, okay. All right. By the way, we're going to learn something more about this. See, I'm not sure if Dick says that he paid for his college or if he took loans for his college. I got to tell you something, just based on this blog post, stuff that we're going to get into, his parents paid for college. His parents paid for college for him, okay? So whenever you hear Dexter talk about student loans and how, like, he paid his or whatever, that's a lie. That's a lie. His parents paid for it, okay? All right, anyway. He goes on to say that that little bastard, I'm going to punch her ass in the stomach so hard when she gets home. Dax, you should probably stop trying to fight your sister because you got your ass kicked twice by your sister. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. The hammer, the alpha Chad, got bullied by his own sister. James Fountain says, diet soda is solely for fat people who want to eat fast food and still claim they're on a diet. Right, that's true. I gotta tell you, man, I used to work at Whataburger, and people get like the triple meat and triple cheese with bacon and order a Diet Coke. I'm just like, why? Why don't you just order the real Coke? Why don't you just order that? Why don't you order the real Coke and ask me if I can modify the syrup machine to make it even more syrupy? I probably would do that. I'd probably be like, you know what? I'll do that. I will do that. Pay me $5 at the window, I'll make it happen. You want just the raw syrup too? All right. Yeah, because I worked over with my friends. We would have made that happen. Shit. When we learned about that, like, oh shit, we could make these drinks even better. Okay. Anyway, he goes on to say, this is where I say I think Dax Herrera is actually an atheist. He pretends to be. I think he's shown it too. Like, he doesn't care about God. Here we go. He says, God is a really sick bastard sometimes. In parentheses, he says, God's only capitalized because it's at the front of the sentence. The laws of grammar should always take precedence over religion beliefs. Well, Dick Masterson, God is capitalized because it's a name. It's a name. It's a reference to a name. It doesn't matter if it's fictional to you. If you don't believe, you still capitalize names. Like Luke Skywalker is a fictional character, but you capitalize his name. It's a name. That's what you do. So, he goes on to say, he, it, them may know what he's doing. What is Dax woke or something? Is he prescribing pronouns like them and they onto God? Is Dax like a progressive liberal who is pretending? Oh man, he's a big giant phony, man. He's a big giant phony. Dax Herrera, Dick Masterson, giant phony. And really, once I realized that, I couldn't listen to the Dick Show anymore because the whole thing was built on that persona of what it is. And I get some people just have an act, right? Some people just pretend to be what they are on screen, and then they have their personal life. Like, dude, I'm not wearing this in my house. Come on, I look silly. Come on, I look like a cross between the Emperor and a meth dealer. Come on, let the hate flow through you, son. I'm not gonna do that. Like my son gets bullied at school, and be like, son, go back to school and electrocute him. I don't know. It's like. All right, where are we at here? Okay, he goes on to say that he, it, them, they, she may know what he's doing, but really, how much good is that? What kind of glorious master plan can you expect from the inventor of the anus? Anuses have a function, Dax Herrera. You shit out the anus. If you didn't have an anus, all that shit would build in you, and you would. Come on, man. And isn't Dax Herrera a guy who's all about butthole pleasures? Come on, he loves the anus. He loves getting. By the way, I don't know if you're aware. I don't think you are aware. Dax Herrera, Dick Masterson, the alpha Chad of the Dick Show, likes to get pegged by his girlfriend. Okay, all right. If that's something you like to do, okay, all right. But Dax is embarrassed by it. He's embarrassed by it. He's ashamed by it because he knows who his audience is, and it put him in a corner. If he wants to come out and be that, okay, fine. You know, I said too, like, you know, if you're gonna have a show where it's, I think in the past that it's a little helpful to be a little bit more transparent if, unless you're, because if you're lying, if a giant freaking lie, a facade of a character of what you are, and you pretend that is really who you are, once the truth comes out, it's like, okay, all right, you know. Yeah. He goes on to say, would you ask the adventure of the Dirty Sanchez to give a speech at your wedding? Dax Herrera probably would. Dax Herrera would probably let somebody dress up as a cow and be milked at his wedding, because that's something he did. Let's see. He goes on to say here. Here are some good examples of God's dickery. So this post, I'm just really confused about what this post is about. You had him talk about how a Diet Coke is, this is going to be unfunny, kind of like a bad Diet Coke at McDonald's, and then how he got beat up by his sister twice after, when he was trying to beat her up, but he can't because he's weak. He got beat by his lesbian softball sister. And then he talked about how God is horrible. So he's like an angsty teenager here. Okay, like he's writing this while listening to Linkin Park or something. Crawling in my skin, stuff like that. These wounds, I cannot do it. They will not heal. I can't do it. I'm sorry. That was horrible. I can't do Linkin Park. I can't, man. I can't. But that's exactly what he's listening to while he's writing this. Here's some good examples of God's dickery. He's like, is this the Amazing Atheist or is it Dax Herrera? I play the piano. I love playing, but my hands are so small and webbed that it usually hurts. Dax Herrera, the Alpha Chad, experiences pain. A lot of pain while playing the piano. How sad. Dude, what is he talking about? Is that normal? Before I dunk on, is that normal for piano players to feel pain in their hands like that? We're talking about playing the piano. We're not talking about like doing like hard, heavy lifting and hard work, whatever. Yeah, sure, it's fast. You have to be nimble and all that stuff. But what? If he plays it that much, that often, it shouldn't hurt. I would think. If it's like playing the guitar, where the first few times, yeah, your fingers are you might, well, if you play fast enough, they might even bleed, you know, but you build calluses and all that. He goes on to say that, so thanks for that. Thanks for the hands that look like a 5-year-old made them on their way to school with a Play-Doh fun factory. I also wrote the song Jive Talkin'. I want to listen to that song. And it's entirely when I was 8 years old. Oh, he wrote a song when he was 8 years old. I bet it's lovely. I wonder if we can find that song. Okay. He goes on to say, I will, however, always drink it, usually before we get home. What is he talking about? Drink what? I'm trying to follow his logic here. Jive Talkin', and it's entirely when I was 8 years old. Thanks for that one. Okay, and then he talks about Diet Coke again, about a bad Diet Coke. And then he says, I will, however, always drink it before I even get home. Just like I always want to punch fire after 5 beers. Oh. So he wasn't a teenager then. Unless Dax Herrera was drinking at the age of 16. Maybe he was. But, so, when Dax Herrera drinks 5 beers, he wants to punch fire? What? I'm trying to follow this. I'm trying to follow what he's talking about here. I will always want to punch fire about 5 beers. At my house with my relatives. They know what 5 beer Jesse is. Okay, there, I just doxed myself, my first name. People just, they know what 5 beer Jesse is. Oh, that's 5 beer Jesse. It could be a mix of things. Let's talk about AOC. No. I'm like the only, I guess, conservative guy in this house. Everyone else is a fucking liberal. I'm surrounded. Goddamn enemies. I don't punch fire. I breathe fire. No. I spit out fire. That's funny. So he's gonna get into I don't know. Dax Herrera is not the type of person who should get into a fight with a fire pit, with a campfire. I mean, he got his ass kicked by his softball playing lesbian sister twice, multiple times, just in one hit. She doesn't even have to punch him. She just throws something at him. It's hilarious. Oh God. Okay. He goes on to say about 5 beers and why I always wonder how hard I could run into a wall. He's a cartoon character. Let me read that again. After 5 beers, he wants to punch fire, and why I always wonder how hard I could run into a wall, because no one will ever run into a wall full speed. It can't be done. The question is, how fast will you go? It's probably also the same reason I thought I could use the rope-a-dope. I'm an old kung fu instructor. Okay. And that's how he lost his teeth. Well, guys in the chat, ladies in the chat, have you ever wondered if you could run full speed into a wall? Have you? Have you ever had that thought in your head? Come on, man. Come on. I'll be honest here. I did today. I woke up, was like, man, you know what? I just would run full speed into the brick outside my house. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I'll take out the trash. I was like, yeah, I think I'm done. I want to tap out. Run full speed. Let's see. I think people run into walls here at a high school gym. Oh, you're supposed to run at the wall to tag it, not run into the wall. I don't know. I don't know who your coach is, but you know, sometimes you get that coach that's questionable. Like I had that coach in middle school. They're doing physicals, right? Normally they bring like a nurse in to do the physical. No, the coach was doing the physicals. The coach was grabbing and checking. I didn't know that was no bueno. I didn't know that was not kosher. So, holy shit, guys! I'm not faking. That's real. I'm gonna pretend I did not share that story. I'm gonna pretend that. What? It happened one time, and that was the only time. I was like, "What the fuck? Nah, I'm not doing sports ever." After that. Anyway, dude, this goes on. Let's see, it goes on to say, I went to the bank yesterday and saw the first good omen I've seen in a long time. A porn star in the bank. One of my favorite ones. Up until then, my mouth had been filled with varying degrees of pestilence and other bad vibrations. What vibrations? But a porn star at the bank, that's a good one. It was fleeting, however. Last night, I dreamt that I was looking for a very important key that I lost. F. That's about as bad as a pertinent as a cum. So his good day is seeing a porn star at a bank. How did he know that she was a porn star? Is it because without the... Like, does he know what porn stars look like without the makeup? Usually without the makeup, porn stars look pretty bad. Usually they look pretty bad without the makeup. I've seen it a number of times. I think the stream is buffering now. We'll see what happens. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Oh my god, I'm dropping frames again. Yeah, see, now I think I know what this is. I have other family here, and they're on other devices too, and it might be straining it. I don't know. Probably. Sorry, but it does piss me off. Anyway. Yeah, if you ever seen a porn star without makeup, they don't look really good. They don't look good at all. It's kind of like they use a lot of drugs. Like, and drugs like meth, I mean, and crack. I mean, you be picking at your face. You look pretty nasty. Like, really nasty. If they looked that good without makeup, they'd wind up housewives, not internet wenches. That's right. That's right. They would. They would. I've only seen a couple that actually... I've only seen one. I think one porn star that actually aged well. And that is Tara Patrick. Tara Patrick. It helps that she has, she's half Asian, I believe. And she has it going for her because usually they have pretty good features even as they age. But she kind of got out of that industry, and she's still doing stuff, but she does things on her own terms. So that's good. That's good. I mean, I would not recommend any woman to get into that industry, the porn industry, because it would just consume you and could destroy you. But if you are going to do it, you need to take power of what you are, what you have before the industry does. Okay, you need to know your value. Otherwise, you'll be torn up, eaten alive. But do not recommend. I do not recommend.